Hey everyone, Mike here with the watch list video for Tuesday, July 23rd. The SPY gapped up and held up pretty well going out near the highs of the day. I'm going to slide this over. I'm going to keep it short and sweet today. If you're new, and we have new people in the chat all the time, please pause the video and read that, all right? And then everyone who has already read that, you know what's going on in the chat room, you know how we work. I had actually a really boring day, but I wouldn't be a good chat room owner if I didn't give a hat tip to a couple what I thought were really nice posts in chat. And one was Darren again gave the two break idea, which is right where my cursor is, right on RR, which was a sympathy play for, what was that stock? Geez, I can't even remember the name of it now. SERV, sorry. A lot of symbols danced around in my brain, and there's not a lot of room up there. And then somebody also, well, hang on, I'll show you. There, I took a screenshot of it. You know, in the morning, I put out that morning gap playlist with the float of the gappers and the reason why they're gapping, and I put sympathy for RR. I put SERV sympathy play, and this is what one of my new friends on StockTwits replied to me. It was running off news, dumbass. But anyway, I guess it did have a headline too. I still think because it was an after hours Friday, it was already moving. I'm still going to call it a sympathy play to SERV. Over two though, really nice call, right? The two break right there, and it went all the way to 259. That's a huge percentage gain before it did eventually roll over. But Darren with a nice post, and then I saw late in the day CGC Kevin P. He had his eyes on this all day, as did a few of you. So I love the teamwork, and he kind of had this cup and handle. He called it through 8 right there. It ended up just really not looking back and going to 840. It was a dime risk, so that's 4R. And as I often say in these videos, very nice find by Kevin P. All right, I'm going to just rip through the list real quick. Serve, I'm going to put on watch because it's in play, but it had the big rip and then the gap up and the big rip down. So I don't even know who's winning bulls or bears on that thing, but because it's an in-play stock, I'm going to have it on watch. MIRA, yes, it actually did this, so it goes on watch. MEIP. Could probably pull that off because it closed way off its highs, but you know what? I'll put it on a chart. LCFY, I'm putting that back on watch just because it's recently in play. No real great setup there. SAVA, nice pop today. Could be some shorts covering on that one. Maybe we get a follow-through day tomorrow. It did have good volume. I think the CEO put out a letter to the shareholders or something after all the trouble they've been going through. CMAX, nice pop today. ONDS, nice little breakout. CGC, I already talked about Kevin P's great call. It looks like it could go higher from here for sure. WBTN's only been trading for what? Not even a month probably. Interesting though, nice pop today, and you still have its most recent high. I guess you'd call that its all-time high above. So I want to watch that one. BNED just goes back on bounce watch. I'll zoom in to kind of show you. Had the big pop, a couple days lower on much lower volume, so it goes on watch as a bounce play. QS also on bounce watch, big move, and now several days down in a row into the 8-day. LPA, I'm putting this one back on bounce watch. I'll zoom in so you can kind of see it. Big rip, several days in a row down on much lower volume. That's a spready one. Be careful with it. Make sure it's got some kind of volume before you take a trade in it. SMR, just another red day. Just goes back on bounce watch. INOD, same thing. Down, hit the 20-day today, goes back on bounce watch. QURE did get to the middle of that area between the 8 and the 20 today and put in a little bit of a bottoming tail. So maybe that intraday bounce today continues. And NAAS, not that clean, but it's a recent high flyer. Now you got a couple red days in a row, right? So I'm going to put that on bounce watch. And then lastly, I'm going to put LIFW on watch, which is gapping and after hours on news. As I'm talking to you, it's trading at 77 cents. If it's still gapping, we'll put it on the gap playlist. It actually went as high as 97 cents. All right. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the pre-market, and we'll build a bigger gap playlist. All right. Have a good night.